Beyond the balance sheet, how ancient Stoicism can rewire your modern money mindset. Greetings, fellow navigator of the modern economic labyrinth. You've likely devoured countless articles on budgeting, investing, and side hustles. You understand compound interest, asset allocation, and maybe even the Fed's latest pronouncements. Yet something fundamental feels off. The anxiety persists. The comparison game steals your joy. The relentless pursuit of more leaves you feeling emptier, not richer. What if the missing piece isn't another financial hack, but a 2,000-year-old philosophy forged in the fires of Roman adversity? Welcome to Stoicism, your unlikely path to financial serenity and true prosperity. This isn't just philosophy, it's applied cognitive economics for the soul. As someone who's wrestled with markets, studied human behavior through the lens of scarcity and abundance, and immersed myself in the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, I'm here to show you how Stoicism isn't merely compatible with financial success. It's the foundational operating system for building a relationship with money that is resilient, ethical, and deeply fulfilling. Buckle up. We're going deep. Part 1. The Modern Money Malady. Why we're all financially anxious, even when we're not broke. The illusion of control in a chaotic system. We live in an interconnected global economy, buffeted by geopolitical storms, technological disruption, and algorithmic whims. We feel we should control outcomes, portfolio growth, job security, housing prices, but reality laughs. This disconnect breeds chronic stress. Stoic preview, the dichotomy of control. The comparison engine on overdrive. Social media isn't just curated highlights. It's a relentless, algorithmically fueled barrage of perceived abundance. Your neighbor's new car, your college rival's exit, the influencer's effortless luxury, it triggers our primal status-seeking circuitry, fueling dissatisfaction and irrational spending. Stoic preview, focusing on the internal citadel. Consumerism as identity and fulfillment. We've been expertly marketed to believe that what we own defines who we are and is the primary source of happiness. Retail therapy is a socially acceptable coping mechanism for deeper existential voids. Stoic preview, distinguishing needs versus wants, true value. Scarcity mindset versus abundance trap. Financial trauma or chronic stress can lock us into a scarcity mindset, hoarding, fear-driven decisions. Conversely, easy credit and societal pressure can lure us into the abundance trap, spending future money on present desires, mistaking access for wealth. Stoic preview, practicing gratitude, contentment with enough. The hedonic treadmill neuroscience confirms it. The thrill of a new purchase fades rapidly. We adapt. We then seek the next thrill, requiring more spending to achieve the same dopamine hit. It's a financially ruinous addiction. Stoic preview, anticipating adaptation, finding joy in simplicity. Moral confusion in capitalism, navigating ethical investing, fair wages, conscious consumption, and sheer inequality creates cognitive dissonance. How do we participate without losing our souls? Stoic preview, the centrality of virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, temperance. Part 2. Stoicism 101. Not just rugged endurance, but practical wisdom for living core tenets for the modern world. The dichotomy of control, the foundational rock. What is truly within my power? My judgments, my impulses, my actions. What is not? External events, other people's opinions, market fluctuations, past outcomes. Master this, and half your financial anxiety evaporates. Virtue as the sole good. True flourishing, eudaimonia, comes from living with wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Everything else, money, health, reputation, is a preferred indifferent. Desirable? Yes. Necessary for a good life? No. Essential for virtue? Sometimes, but never the source of virtue. Judgment is everything. As Epictetus said, it's not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. A market crash is a fact. Your judgment of it as a catastrophe or an opportunity determines your suffering. Acceptance, amor fati, loving your fate. Not passive resignation, but a proactive embrace of reality as it is, freeing energy to act effectively within it. Your job loss happened. Amor fati means focusing on the next right step, not raging against the past. Memento mori, remembering you will die. Not morbid, but liberating. It clarifies priorities, punctures trivial worries, and fuels urgency for what truly matters. Is this expense worthy of your finite life? Premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Visualizing potential setbacks, job loss, market dip, unexpected expense, not to catastrophize, but to rehearse calm, rational responses and realize you can endure them. It builds anti-fragility. The view from above, stepping back mentally to see your life in the vast context of time, space, and humanity. Your financial worries shrink. Perspective is restored. Part 3. Stoicism meets wallet. Rewiring your financial psychology. Applying the dichotomy of control to finance controllables. Your spending habits, savings rate, financial education, ethical choices, effort at work, risk assessment, emotional reactions to market news, budget adherence, negotiation attempts, gratitude practice. Uncontrollables. Stock market movements, interest rates set by the Fed, inflation rates beyond personal mitigation, global recessions, company layoffs, inheritances or lack thereof, initial financial circumstances, other people's wealth. The shift. Stop pouring energy into fretting over uncontrollables. Redirect all that mental bandwidth towards mastering the controllables. This is the birthplace of financial agency. Taming the comparison beast with Stoic virtue. Focus on your internal citadel. Your worth is defined by your character, virtue, not your net worth. Anchor yourself here. Justice in comparison. Recognize the inherent injustice of comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You don't know their debts, anxieties, or true happiness. Courage to be different. It takes courage to opt out of the status race, drive an older car, or live below your means visibly. Define your enough. Wisdom to see through illusion. Understand the psychological manipulation of advertising and social media. See the curated image for what it is, marketing. Temperance in consumption. Resist the impulsive buy fueled by envy. Pause. Ask, do I need this, or do I want to feel like them? Demolishing consumerism. Needs versus wants and true value. Stoic minimalism, not austerity. Seneca. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor. Define your actual needs. Food, shelter, security, basic comfort, connection. Everything else is a want. The use-value test. Epictetus advised evaluating things based on their use. Does this purchase serve a genuine, lasting purpose aligned with your values and needs, or is it fleeting status/comfort? The opportunity cost of clutter. Every dollar spent on a frivolous want is a dollar not invested in freedom, security, experiences, or helping others. Calculate the true long-term cost. Contentment as a superpower. Finding deep satisfaction in enough is the ultimate liberation from the consumerist treadmill. Practice gratitude for what you have. It shrinks perceived needs. Conquering the hedonic treadmill, anticipate adaptation. Know that the new car smell will fade. The bigger house will become normal. Preempt the disappointment by savoring the anticipation and the initial joy, but don't expect it to last. True joy comes from virtue and connection, not objects. Negative visualization applied to wealth. Regularly imagine losing comforts or possessions. Premeditation malorum. This isn't pessimism. It's a profound exercise to appreciate what you have right now, dramatically reducing the craving for more. Wake up grateful for your working heater, not resentful your neighbor has a smarter thermostat. Invest in experiences wisely. Research shows experiences often provide more lasting satisfaction than material goods. But apply Stoic principles here too. A lavish debt-funded vacation to impress Instagram is not the same as a simple, meaningful trip aligned with your values. Focus on presence and connection during experiences. Navigating scarcity and abundance traps. Scarcity mindset cure. Practice gratitude. Focus on controllables. List what you do have: health, relationships, skills. Channel fear energy into actionable steps. Build an emergency fund, controllable. Acquire new skills, controllable. Remember Stoic resilience. You can endure hardship. Abundance trap antidote. Temperance plus memento mori plus dichotomy. Just because you can borrow or spend, should you? Is this purchase worthy of your life energy, memento mori? Does it align with virtue? Recognize credit as future enslavement, not present abundance. Focus on building real wealth, assets, security, over displaying pseudo-wealth. Making ethical money choices, justice in action. Wealth as a tool for good. Seneca, immensely wealthy, argued wealth is neutral, but best used to create opportunity and alleviate suffering. How does your earning, spending, investing, and giving align with justice? Conscious consumption. Consider the ethical implications of your purchases. Support businesses aligned with your values. Fair labor, sustainability. This is applying justice in the marketplace. It requires wisdom to research. Ethical investing. Virtue in your portfolio. Align investments with your principles. This takes courage to potentially accept lower returns or different risks and wisdom to navigate complex choices. Does your capital fund virtue or vice? Generosity as a Stoic practice. Giving is not just charity. It's a practice in non-attachment, justice, and recognizing the interconnectedness of humanity. It counters greed and reinforces enough. Temperance in keeping, justice in giving. Part 4. Building Stoic Financial Practices, from Theory to Daily Action. Crafting a Stoic budget, not deprivation, but intentionality. Budgeting as a virtue exercise, it's wisdom, understanding flows. Temperance, curbing excess. Justice, allocating for needs future others. Courage, facing reality. The enough line. Define your core living costs comfortably. This is your foundation. Track diligently. Allocate for freedom. Savings, emergency fund, retirement is buying future options and peace of mind, a core Stoic good. Prioritize this after needs, before wants. The virtue allocation, budget categories for learning, wisdom, health, supporting courage, temperance, giving, justice, meaningful experiences, eudaimonia. Review ritual. Monthly budget review isn't just accounting, it's a Stoic reflection. Did your spending align with your values and virtues? Where did externals, comparison, impulse hijack you? Stoic investing. Serenity in the market storm, long-term vision, memento mori and view from above. Your investing horizon is your lifetime, maybe beyond. Daily gyrations are irrelevant noise. Zoom out. Process over outcome. Dichotomy. Focus on the controllables. Asset allocation suitable for your goals, risk tolerance, wisdom, low costs, temperance, regular investing, courage, diversification, wisdom. Let go of trying to control market returns. Premeditation malorum for portfolios. Visualize significant drawdowns, 30%, 50%. Rehearse your calm response. This is within historical norms. My plan accounts for this. I control my reaction and my continued disciplined investing. This prevents panic selling. Avoiding the mob mentality. Courage and wisdom. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Buffett, very stoic. Requires courage to go against the crowd and wisdom to discern true value from hype. Temperance in risk-taking. Don't gamble money you can't afford to lose on get-rich-quick schemes chasing uncontrollable outcomes. Greed is a vice. Stoic earning and career. Finding purpose beyond the paycheck. Focus on the work, not just the reward. Dichotomy. You control your effort, integrity, skill development. You don't directly control promotions, raises, or market value shifts. Pour energy into the effort. Virtue in labor. Does your work allow you to express wisdom, justice, fair treatment, useful service, courage, taking on challenges, temperance, work-life balance? If not, can you bring more virtue to it, or is a change needed, courage? Amor fati in career setbacks. Layoffs, missed promotions happen. Amor fati, this is my current reality. What can I learn? Wisdom. What constructive action can I take now? Courage. How can I manage necessities? Temperance. Avoid victimhood. Defining success. Virtuously, is success only a title and salary? Or is it mastery, contribution, ethical conduct, and balanced living? Recalibrate your metrics. Stoic spending, mindful consumption. The Stoic pause. Before any non-essential purchase, impose a mandatory waiting period, 24 hours a week. Let the initial impulse fade. Apply the use value and virtue alignment tests. Negative visualization. Before buying, imagine the item breaking, becoming obsolete, or simply failing to bring lasting joy. Does it still seem worth the cost? Experiences over objects, wisely. Prioritize spending on shared experiences, learning, or health, but scrutinize. Is this expensive trip for genuine connection or Instagram validation? Quality and longevity, temperance and wisdom. Often buying one well-made, durable item, applying wisdom, is more stoic and economical long-term than repeatedly buying cheap junk. Avoid false frugality. Stoic debt management, from enslavement to freedom. Debt as a weight on freedom. Stoics value internal freedom above all. High-interest consumer debt is its antithesis, literally paying for past lack of temperance. Courageous triage. Face the debt head-on. Use wisdom to create a realistic payoff plan, snowball, avalanche method. Apply temperance to drastically cut discretionary spending until free. Premeditation malorum. Visualize the stress and limitations of not paying it down. Use that as fuel. Avoiding future debt traps. Post-debt freedom. Use the Stoic pause and needs versus wants filter rigorously. Build that emergency fund, wisdom, to avoid future debt for true needs. Stoic wealth preservation and generosity. Wealth as responsibility, justice and temperance. Having enough and beyond requires wisdom to manage it prudently, avoiding foolish risks or waste, temperance, and justice to consider its impact and potential for good. Teaching the next generation. Pass on Stoic financial principles, the value of effort, delayed gratification, distinguishing needs, wants, ethical earning, giving, not just trust funds. Strategic generosity, justice and wisdom. Giving effectively requires wisdom, researching causes, understanding impact, and justice, directing resources where they alleviate suffering or create opportunity. It reinforces non-attachment and counters greed. Part 5. The Stoic Millionaire Mindset. It's not about the millions. Redefining prosperity, eudaimonia over net worth. The Stoic bottom line. True wealth is measured in virtue, peace of mind, strong relationships, autonomy, and the capacity to contribute. Financial resources are tools to support this, never the goal itself. Enough is a dynamic concept. It evolves with life stages and responsibilities. The Stoic constantly reevaluates. Does my current level of wealth and consumption support my virtue and eudaimonia, or hinder it? It's not a static number, but a state of alignment. Freedom as the ultimate currency. Financial security buys freedom from unnecessary fear and the ability to choose how you spend your time and energy, the most precious resources. Memento mori. Stoicism ensures you use that freedom wisely and virtuously. Resilience, your unshakable financial core. Anti-fragile finances. Beyond resilience, bouncing back, Stoicism aims for anti-fragility, gaining from disorder. Market crashes reveal true risk tolerance. Job losses reveal transferable skills and the strength of your network. Emergencies test and strengthen your preparedness. Each bad financial event met with Stoic virtue makes you wiser and stronger. The unbreakable inner citadel. When externals crumble, markets tumble, economies contract, your Stoic practice, your control over judgment and action, remains your fortress. This inner security is priceless and cannot be inflated away or confiscated. Legacy beyond the ledger. Living a teachable life. The most powerful legacy is modeling Stoic financial virtue, contentment, responsibility, ethical choices, generosity for your family, friends, and community. Philanthropy with purpose. Applying wisdom and justice to your giving, creating lasting positive impact aligned with your deepest values. It's virtue made manifest in the world. The ripple effect. A life lived with financial serenity and virtue creates calm and stability for those around you. It challenges the toxic narratives of consumerism and endless striving. Conclusion. Your invitation to financial eudaimonia. The path of Stoic finance isn't about poverty or extreme frugality. It's about radical clarity, intentionality, and liberation. It's about recognizing money for what it truly is, a tool, a resource, an indifferent. Nothing more, nothing less. Its power to harm or help lies entirely in how you relate to it, through your judgments, your desires, and your actions, guided by wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. By internalizing the dichotomy of control, you shed the crushing weight of trying to command the uncontrollable economic winds. By distinguishing needs from wants and practicing gratitude, you step off the soul-sucking hedonic treadmill. By focusing on your internal citadel, you become immune to the corrosive poison of comparison. By embracing amor fati and premeditation malorum, you build an anti-fragile financial psyche that thrives amidst uncertainty. By anchoring your financial life in virtue, you ensure your money serves your humanity, not the other way around. This transformation won't happen overnight. It's a practice, a daily discipline of perception and action. There will be stumbles, moments where old habits of fear or desire resurface. That's okay. The Stoic sage is an ideal, not an expectation for mere mortals like us. The goal is progress, not perfection. Start small. Today, practice the Stoic pause before one impulse buy. Tonight, journal 3 financial things you're grateful for. This week, identify one financial uncontrollable you waste energy worrying about and consciously release it, redirecting that energy to a controllable action. Revisit Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Similarly, waste no more time arguing about abstract financial philosophies. Live the Stoic financial principles. Imagine a life where market crashes are mere background noise, not sources of panic. Where your self-worth is unshakable, untouched by the possessions of others. Where enough is a source of deep contentment, not a compromise. Where financial decisions flow effortlessly from your core values. where money is a quiet, well-managed servant to a life rich in purpose, connection, and virtue. This is the promise of Stoicism for your finances. This is true wealth. This is financial eudaimonia. The ancient Stoics navigated exile, tyranny, and loss with serenity. You can navigate markets, career shifts, and consumerist pressures with the same unwavering core. Pick up the tools they forged. Begin your practice. Transform your relationship with money and fundamentally transform your life. The journey to financial serenity starts now. Choose virtue. Choose wisdom. Choose freedom.
As you can see, the ancient wisdom of Stoicism, when harmonized with the depth of Eastern philosophy, offers not just a way to manage your money, but a way to transform your entire relationship with wealth, peace, and freedom. Remember, true financial freedom is not measured by the size of your bank account, but by the tranquility of your mind, the clarity of your values, and the contentment in your heart. If today's video gave you a new perspective or a new question to reflect on, I invite you to join me on this journey of wisdom and inner growth. Subscribe to the channel Eastern Stoicism, where East meets West, where ancient philosophy becomes practical for your modern life. And don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone you think may find value in these timeless teachings. Your support means a lot. It allows this community of mindful seekers to grow and thrive. Thank you, truly, for spending your valuable time here with me today. Until next time, stay wise, stay grounded, and live with virtue.